All right, I'm back with David Azizi from the law offices of David Azizi, and this hangout's going to be more of a conversation because it's something that's near and dear to my heart, and I'm just going to ask a few questions that I think will be very valuable to the audience, and we're going to discuss Walgreens and CVS as far as 24-hour stores, and yours truly used to have to work in a 24-hour store. If you're in retail, don't do it, but that's another hangout for another time. So, David, in a 24-hour store, what is the obligation of a Walgreens, CVS, Walmart, any of these stores as far as security for the employees and the customers?
Okay. The way that these type of cases work is that with regards to a business owner, especially one who has a 24-hour business, is that usually after midnight, it's when you get the people that are the troublemakers, as you could call them. It's the people who are under the influence of alcohol. It's the people that would want to rob a place because they figure there's not that many people there. They can get in, get out. It's dark. You know, if they want to flee a scene, it's hard for people to identify them or say what's going on. Now, you can have this store here in Beverly Hills, and chances are Beverly Hills is not going to have much of a problem with any thieves or any troublemakers or any drunks because Beverly Hills is a very small city. You can get the cops there within literally, I mean, the movies make fun of it, but you can get the cops there literally within a minute, less than a minute, okay? So robbers, thieves somewhat stay away from Beverly Hills. It's not to say that they don't come here, but they stay away. Now, if you've got a business which is in East LA, East Los Angeles, which is known to be one of the areas where there's a lot of gang members, a lot of crimes, and you got a 24-hour business, well, you know that at that point, at that area, at some point in the night, there's going to be somebody who's either going to be drunk, somebody who's going to get the idea, let's rob this place and make some quick cash. And as a business owner, particularly if you've had prior instances where you've gotten robbed, and both your employees are at risk and your customers are at risk, in essence, there's an argument that can be made by an expert that you need to make sure that your business is protected, and so are the patrons. So you have to get the security guard. In some cases there's either lack of security guard, or meaning no security guards, or there are security guards, but they're not properly trained to do their job.
So, and coming from a business background, I know the reason that a lot of these businesses don't want to hire the security guard is it costs money. You know, these security guards are getting paid $25, $30 an hour bare minimum, and you know they're there for 10 hours. They're getting paid extra because it's overnight. You're getting time and a half. Sometimes it's overtime. So, if they are negligent because they're trying to make more money, is this a case that you can put forth to the in the trial?
Yes, as like I said, one of the things that we do is we get into the case. We do we can ask LAPD if it's within the LA County or any other police department within where the incident occurs, is to not only provide us the crimes that have occurred at this particular incident, or provide the crimes that are occurring within the vicinity of this business. So then we have a security guard expert who can testify based on what has occurred, saying, well, this business should have had a security guard if they didn't have a security guard in place. And in this instance, we would say, well, there was a robbery before, there was an assault with deadly weapon on your premises, there was verbal threats made on your premises, and you as a business owner would know or should know, because if you've got your employees there, you should have a policy and procedure in effect that if something like that happens, your employees report that incident to you so that you as a business owner are aware, so that you place in security guards. And then there's the flip side of, which I'm sure you have a question on, what happens if you have a security guard?
Yeah. So let's say the security guard is there. He's hanging out. He's outside smoking. He's outside. He grabs a Mountain Dew to go out to drink, and he just doesn't see what happens. Are they still held liable?
Well, in that regards, then what happens is if they did take the step to have a security guard, then you have to look to see if the security guard followed the proper procedures as to what a security guard should have done in a circumstance. And like you said, if the security guard is out and about, talking on a cell phone, getting a smoke and not paying attention, and somebody comes in, commits a third-party crime, and had the security guard been there and he could have prevented that from occurring, then yes, the business owner, we would argue, is responsible for the incident.
And as David mentioned, there are a lot of areas of California that this is not likely, but there are a lot of small towns, and not just California, in any state in this country, that, after midnight, there's not a lot going on. There's one cop on duty. If the one cop is 30 miles away, anything could happen. So if you've been in a situation like this, if you've been at Walgreens, CVS, you've been a customer, and something has happened, please contact the law offices of David Azizi. The phone number will be above in the YouTube video, and it will also be in the info below. Thank you for your time, David.
All right, thank you.